Everybody, hope your day is going well. We are back with a reaction, and we're gonna have a double reaction in this one. A request by Deep Blue Hue. Thank you so much for this request. And it's gonna be the song Time by Tom Waits. But we're gonna flip it upside down here, and we're gonna check out the cover first as requested by Tori Amos, and then check out Tom Waits' version. Usually I would go original first, but let's check it out this way. And I believe, Tori was scheduled to go on Letterman, I believe the day before 9/11, but then, of course, 9/11 happened and everything got canceled. And I believe this is a week after she got invited back and she chose to sing this song, Time by Tom Waits. So let's check it out.
Our next guest has been scheduled to be on the show for some time now.
Yeah.
She made a considerable effort to join us this evening, and we're very, very happy and appreciative. Her new CD, sure, absolutely, is called Strange Little Girls. Please welcome Tori Amos.
The smart money is on hollow, and the moon is in the street, and the shadow boys are breaking all the laws. And you're east of East St. Louis, and the wind is making speeches, and the rain sounds like a round of applause. And Napoleon is weeping in a carnival saloon. His invisible fiancee's in the mirror. The band is going home. It's raining hammers, it's raining nails. It's true, there's nothing left for him down here. And it's time, time, time. And it's time, time, time. And it's time, time, time that you love. And it's time, time, time.
Interesting. Her voice is amazing. Her piano playing is amazing. But I was like looking for why she would have chosen this song to perform, right after what happened. And there's a sense of loss here and despair, like almost, and irony, like Napoleon weeping in Carnival Saloon, and like. But I thought, what? And then it dawned on me, maybe time. We don't know how much we have left. And it's a valuable currency, maybe the most valuable currency. Maybe attention a bit, in my opinion, a bit more, because you can waste time, but if you pay attention, it increases its value, and spend it in the moment and with people you love, and spend it in a conscious way. But also, she said in this song, the lyrics, time that you love. And maybe that's why she chose that as well, because when something like this happens, and I said this in another video that dealt with this subject, the world changes, and there's a lot of call for hate. And there's understandably many reasons to feel angry and infuriated, but sometimes that hate is directed towards the wrong people. And maybe this is a call for also love. I'm not sure. Maybe it is. Man, it is powerful. It is very powerful.
Well, they all pretend they're orphans, and their memories like a train. You can see it getting smaller as it pulls away.
Wow.
The things you can't remember, tell the things you can't forget. That history puts was a saint in every dream. Well, she said she'd stick around until the bandages came off. But these mama boys just don't know when to quit. Matilda asked those sailors, all those dreams are all those prayers. So close your eyes, son, this won't hurt a bit. And it's time, time, time. And it's time, time, time. And it's time, time, time that you love. And it's time, time, time. And it's time, time, time. And it's time, time, time. And it's time, time, yes, time that you love. And it's time, time, time.
Wow.
Tori Amos, that was beautiful. We'll be right back.
Yeah, man, you can see there's, the pain and it's, man, that's tough, so close to what happened. And you could feel that in this performance, and there's a lot going on in that, in emotion, of times like that can unite but also divide at the same time. And terrible, man. And yeah, it seems that nowadays we need, again, it's time to love. And there's some amazing lines in there that Tom Waits wrote, they pretend they're orphans and their memories like a train, and you can see it getting small as it pulls away, like the fading memories. Very visual line. But also the things you can't remember tell the things you can't forget. Even the things we can't remember still influence our lives to this day. And those are actually the things we can't forget, but it's put it into the context of why she chose it. Maybe it's like learn from history and, learn from sometimes mistakes that we seem to forget over and over, and start new conflicts and create more hate in the world. Beautiful. She's an incredible live performer, man. It's amazing to see all the different ways I've witnessed now that she performs, and it's only just scratching the surface, I know, but incredible versatility. Beautiful. Now let's go check out Tom Waits' version. All right, let's go. Time. Many people have written about it. Many people made songs about it. Pink Floyd is another one. I've written about it just a little bit, and it's fun. It's fun to do and to come up with new concepts of exploring this concept, time and space, and how it affects us and how we see it. It's a beautiful thing. So let's check out Tom Waits, man. Great artist. I checked out a few songs of his, and definitely want to do more. Very interesting lyrics, very thought-provoking stuff, very brutally honest in some of them too. And we need that honesty without the fear of, getting whatever flack you're going to get. I get that. Yeah. Love that.
But the smart money's on Harlem, and the moon is in the street, and the shadow boys are breaking all the laws. And you're east of East St. Louis, and the wind is making speeches, and the rain sounds like a round of applause. Beyonce's in the mirror, and the band is going home. It's raining hammers, it's raining nails. It's true, there's nothing left for him down here. And it's time, time, time. And it's time, time, time. And it's time, time, time that you love. And it's time, time, time.
Man, his voice just has a little bit of, it has soul, but it also a melancholy undertone, like, and especially when talking about time, it gets, there's like more emphasis even on that quality in his voice. And even seeing these pictures, it's a very interesting way of carrying himself, of moving. I've seen a few interviews in the past, because you know, the song Way Down in the Hole, because The Wire is one of my favorite shows. And then also I came across him in the time that, you know, The Dark Knight Rises came out with Heath Ledger, and his performance being very, you know, unique at the time for portraying the Joker. But then I learned that he kind of was inspired by the way Tom Waits talked and moved, and there's an interview, I believe, where you can see both of them side by side. I'm not sure if it's side by side, but it's in the same video. And then you can see really where he a little bit got the blueprint for his Joker, or at least that video was put together that way, so that it made it look like he got it from there. I don't know, I don't know if he actually ever said it. Maybe he did, that he got it, based it a little bit about on Tom Waits. But at least the video makes it like, oh, wow. Look that up if you haven't seen it. I bet if you type in Heath Ledger, Tom Waits, you can find it. Yeah, these pictures just reminded me of that. The way he carries himself, you know, a kind of nonchalance is there. And I respect that. It's not easy sometimes in this world to be that way, when there's so many societal expectations, which some of these lines also make me think of that. The rain sounds like a round of applause. You know, the wind is making speeches. Interesting, man. Interesting.
And they all pretend they're orphans, and the memory's like a train. You can see it getting smaller as it pulls away. And the things you can't remember tell the things you can't forget.
Great.
History puts a saint in every dream. Well, she said she'd stick around until the bandages came off. But these mama's boys just don't know when to quit. And Matilda asked the sailors, all those dreams or all those prayers. So close your eyes, son, this won't hurt a bit. Oh, it's time, time, time. And it's time, time, time. And it's time, time, time that you love. And it's time, time, time. Well, things are pretty lousy for a calendar girl. The boys just dive right off the cars and splash into the street. And when they're on a roll, she pulls a razor from her boot, and 1,000 pigeons fall around her feet. So put a candle in the window and a kiss upon his lips, as the dish outside the window fills with rain. Just like a stranger with the weeds in your heart. And pay the fiddler off till I come back again. Oh, it's time, time, time. It's time, time, time. And it's time, time, time that you love. And it's time, time. And it's time, time, time. And it's time, time, time that you love. And it's time, time, time.
Wow. That's a powerful song. And I love that heavy bass, that probably an upright bass that goes through it. And then the music, it almost sounds like ticking time as well. The minutes, the seconds, you know, you have the bass that maybe represents, like, to me, and then you have the plucking of the other strings, like almost the seconds in it, like tick, 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 tick. Yeah, and then the last verse that Tori didn't include in her performance, things are pretty lousy for a calendar girl, is almost like the superficiality of things. You will not find much meaning in that. You know, when you pull away that superficial layer, there's not much to be found there. You know, there's no purpose in it. Beautiful, man, beautiful. And then just like a stranger with the weeds in your heart. That's also a very powerful line. But it's time to love. Man, that's so good. That's so good. And there's some other lines here that 1,000 pigeons fall around her feet. She put a candle in the window and kissed upon his lips. That's one I would have to think about. And, you know, sometimes on first listen, it's not always easy to get to the core of the meaning. And even then, even if you listen to it 100 times, sometimes it's not even possible, or you can extract multiple meanings from it, even over time. When you listen to it again in 10 years and you lived a few years and you experienced a few other things, and suddenly it will start to make sense, like, oh, finally, I got it. Maybe a few hardships, maybe a few wins in your life. And then you say, oh, that's what he meant with that line. So there's profound writing in this song that I will need to revisit from time to time. And thank you for your time. Appreciate you. Have a wonderful day. Goodbye.